Color TV. Color TV machiegni pacho. Ma e odwa.
Misawa kendo machiegni jahera mar Color TV ageno odiochienge ma tarik 11 dwe mar Ang'wen higa mar 2026 dhi kod yonendo mano makare arwakni machiegni yonendo mano mar machiegni pacho kama okelo weche kuma nyena matuch koni koda kocha ka bende yudo achiel kachiel e kuma tuduk magwa mag wang' buko at Color TV live YouTube at Color TV kachiel koda TikTok at Color TV weche kuma waikoni tholiende oting'o mano motenore koda mano endo mar jatend piny William Ruto makonyo to ji Uganda mathur kaendi mondo mi ginyal keto maino margi weche giko mago mag pur kalure ni omenda mathoth koro ni to yudore e yore giko mago mag pur kachiel koda pith mamoko gena mano motenore koda wachni do mano mar monjo mar osot sibonindi mano ma Kisumu kama bende seneta ma kaunti ma Nairobi Edwin Sifuna koro ni to seyo sirikal mokalo kotenore koda weche giko mago mag bedo e tok monjo ma kamago bedo kod giko machenindi nyinga en Julian Ouma machiegni. Jatend piny William Ruto koro ni to wuok kendo okwayo Uganda ma pacho kaendi oket maino margi weche giko mago mag pur ka bende ne oyango ni chenro giko mag pur koda pith nitiere koda omenda mathoth mokalo ma bende nyalo ting'o malo uchumi ma pacho kaendi kachiel koda manendo mar Afrika kane olose kendo giko bende ne ogolo twak mare Ruto koro ne oyango ni pinje giko mago mag Afrika koro ni to dwaro jotelo giko ma pachgi lew manyalo tiyo koda mwandu giko mantiere e piny mar Afrika e chwalo dongruoge ma opogore e pinje magitelo.
Is at a reflection point because Africa will have a quarter of the world's population will be living in our continent by 2050. And 2050 is just, 20 years from now, 20-something years from now. We will have the largest workforce in the world coming from this continent. Because of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, we will have the largest single market in the world in this continent. And we have resources and we have assets. We have 2/3 of the world's remaining arable land. I was told by the former president of the Africa Development Bank that the future billionaires will be farmers. That is why I'm trying farming myself. And aside from that, we have huge mineral and natural resources in our continent. It is both an opportunity and a risk. Because of what I have said about our continent, there is need for thought leaders. There is need for intelligence leaders to think about how we are going to organize ourselves.
Jatenda migao mar arita kwe maiye pach kaindi Kipchumba Murkomen wuok oko kendo jiwo rowere mathoth kaindi mondo mi onyal ndikore chenro mano mar kawo ombulu kaachiel koda opande motelo ne yiero maduong' mibiro bagi pach kaindi higa mar 2027. Magi ne owacho e kinde go bende ne osidha yanga tugo eko mago ma ong'ere kaka the Chera Unity Cup skul primary nogo mano ma Cape Sogona mano e kinde go bende ne otwak koda jofwambo e gwenge makono.
Na hii sports tournament ya leo kwa awards zote ya hapa Cherangani leo na kesho, IBC officials wangu hapa wanaregister wale wanataka kujisajili ama hawajawahi kujisajili kwa wapiga kura. Vijana wengi sana wako na IDs na hawajajisajili. Ya pili, tuko na mpango ya kupeana IDs kwa wale wote hawana ID.
Muona kila mtu anasema tuko kadi. Tuko kadi ni kumaanisha uko na kura, umekata kura. Ikifika wakati wa kuchagua viongozi, utakuwa mmoja ambaye utachagua kiongozi bora.
Kura ni ya muhimu. That is the best way to make your decision and pick your right leader, especially for the young ones who've been misused in terms of violence. Tujipange na kura yetu, because that is what will enable us also choose the right leaders, and once you choose the right leaders, you improve on society.
Governor ma County Masaya James Agrirengo ne ochopo sendo bila manendo ma Kisumu Central kama bende ne opoe mokalo obila kuom okang' nogo mabende gisekao mar ndhiyo achija dek ma itudo koda monj mar Senator ma County ma Vihiga Godfrey Osotsi. E kinde gogo bende ne owacho ni onge pogruok nogo mar siasa e kind oganda go ma yudore boma ma Kisumu kaachiel koda mago iko ma Vihiga ka oyango ni ok en mana mako achije go iko kende to winjore non matuta kotenore koda achije kata jatend achije go iko ma bende winjore mondo mi kaune okang' moreto mar chik.
What has brought me here was that 2 days ago we were here when we came to report formally to the police the incident that led to the assault and robbery committed against Senator Osotsi, who, as you know, is the senator for Vihiga and one of the principals in our movement of ODM Linda Mwananchi. And with a degree of appreciation, the 3 people have already been arrested and have been arraigned in a court of law, in the magistrate's court. However, it is our belief the people who plotted this heinous crime, the people who funded this crime, must also be arrested and apprehended. We want these incidences to stop, the thuggery to stop, and also some people are trying to create division between lawyers and lawyers. This incident was not about lawyers and lawyers. This incident occurred because of a criminal gang. So we urge the public not to be persuaded that this was an ethnic act of ethnic hostility. The lawyers are our neighbors, are our friends, and they have supported the party ODM. In fact, the largest number of ODM members of parliament outside the Nyanza region is in the Western. We continue to hold our rallies on 19th, tuko Nakuru. Na itakuwa mbaya. Nakuru itakuwa mbaya. And then after Nakuru, we go to one more place, and then our concluding rallies, although our rallies will continue until the elections next year. But our major crescendo of the rallies that we are holding will be in the city of Kisumu and in Nairobi. Kisumu, are you ready?
Moko kuom jatelo mawuok e gwenge mag masawa mar piny Kenya koro rito wuok oko kendo seyo mokalo gai mar DCP Rigathi Gachagua kotenore koda weche iko mag nyayo siasa mago iko makelo pogruok e kind dhoudi ma pacho kaendi. Kotelegi koda jatenda migao Geoffrey Ruku koroni to wacho ni masawa mar piny Kenya oting'o dhoudi mathoth mok mana Kikuyu kende. Kabende osemo kalo Gachagua kuom siko luongo oganda weko mag jo Kikuyu e dhoge kinde weko bende otimo kisera mar ombulu.
Munataka maendeleo mdomo tupu. Ndiyo maana mparapara itajengwa kuhakikisha kwamba watoto wetu wanaendelea vizuri, familia zetu zinakaa vizuri. Lakini maneno mdomo tupu bidii ka anatia bidii zaidi jameni, anajituma, anapenda wananchi wa Kenya, anapenda wananchi wa Ukambani. Ndiyo maana siara zake katika huku Ukambani ni mingi zaidi kuliko rais yoyote yule ambaye ameikalia hiyo kiti, kwa sababu ako na mapenzi, anajituma, anatia bidii, ako na maono ya kuhakikisha kwamba Ukambani pia ni Kenya. Ama namna gani? Lakini kuna watu wengine wamesimama na ukabila. Ati chama ya Wiper. Chama ya Wiper, ukue ndani ya Wiper, ukue ndani sijui ya nini. Jameni, sio chama itakufundishia mtoto yako, sio chama itakuletea manji, sio chama itakuletea chakula, sio chama itatengeneza security, sio chama italeta division, sub-county na yale mengine ambayo imeombwa hapa na viongozi. Ni serikali, ni viongozi ambao wako na maono ya taifa letu la Kenya. Munanielewa jameni? Lakini kama maono yako ni jamii yako peke yake, wewe huwezi kuwa kiongozi wa taifa. Na ndiyo maana unaona hata Mungu hawezi kukubariki ukuwe kiongozi wa taifa. Juu maono yako ni jamii yako peke yake. Ndio naona wengine wako na vitina sana. Wanaitwa Rigathi Gachagua na watu yake. Vitina mingi zaidi. Akiamuka anaongea maneno ya Wakikuyu peke yake. Na mimi nataka kumwambia tukiwa kona hii ya Makueni, Mauti Kenya sio Wakikuyu peke yake wanakaa pale.
Jatend migao mar somo Julius Ogamba koroni to wokoko kendo wacho ni chenro ndo mar goyo buge chapa manendo mar grade 11 koroni to osechakore kendo dhi nyime. Ogamba maneloso kod jofwambo yango ni ywaruok mabed ne ntiere e kind migao ndo mano mar somo kaachiel kod dulo nogo mano mag goyo buge chapa. Ne en mano motenore koda omenda makwan romo shillings bilion 11 mabende dulo ndo ne bandho sirikal ma pacho kaendi. Ka oluwo ni nyaka gi thulendi sirikal osechulo omenda maromo shillings bilion 5.8 ne dulo nogo magoyo buge chapa e pacho kaendi. Kendo chenro ndo mar goyo buge chapa mar grade 11 koroni to dhi nyime e yo makare.
Remember, we've just moved into grade 10. Follow the story properly. In around November last year, when the publishers were supposed to distribute the grade 10 books, they were owed 11 billion shillings. And they said we will not distribute the books until we receive that 11 billion. Do you remember that story? Yes? Anybody here remembers that story? Please check it out. After that, we negotiated with Treasury. Treasury was able to release about 5.6 billion to them. And after I had a meeting with them, they agreed now to distribute the books for grade 10, which has been done. We have not completed that process of distributing the books of grade 10 totally, because some of the schools got an extra number of students, and we've asked the teachers now to submit the actual numbers of the students so that we can give them the relevant books, because the policy is in each course subject, the ratio of students to books or books to students should be 1:1. So because of that, the process, of course, of grade 11 was proceeding as well, but the officials in the ministry thought that it would be wiser to complete the issue of grade 10 first before they issue the letters for grade 11, so that we are not caught up again with the issue of those financial resources. Because once you issue the letters, then you start the process of procurement, the resources are required. They were doing that math to see what is the best time to ensure that those letters are released. But to put you to rest or put the worries to rest, we have given instructions and we have intervened. Those letters are now going to be issued to the publishers to start that process. So it was just an internal processing matter that is not, as you know, I've seen in some newspaper screaming headline that there is a problem. There is no problem because we are not in grade 11 yet. We are actually in grade 10.
Nyirere en apar kod abich osekalo bang' sa achiel manindo mar midhiambo. Ina mondo mi akaw thuolo machuok mar yueyo bang' to adwoko weche moko mathoth mapod bende pod waikoni e thuolende kata chenroende mano mar machiegni pacho. Parne yudo achiel kachiel kokalo nyaka yore kuma tudruok magwa manindo mar wang' book at Kala TV Live, YouTube at Kala TV, kaachiel koda TikTok at Kala TV. Kik idhi mabor.
Be in jalno mamanyo gige gedo motegno, mabeyo, mabudho, kendo ma opodhi? Chom mana Gomikos Company Limited man kod mwandu mag gedo kama oting'o renge kaka Crown, Basco, Duracot kod Sadolin. Bende wan kod renge mag exterior kod interior ma koth ok kethi, roof coatings kod wood finishes. Wanyalo kelo ni simiti modhuro kata mathoth ka idwaro. Masonry, reinforcement materials, gi professional project support and consultancy. Wayudore opposite Regnal Petrol Nyamasaria, machiegni kod County Concrete. Tudri kodwa e namba simu magin 07 14 49 56 74 0714 495674 kata 07 28 66 38 55 0728663855. Gomikos Company Limited, your trusted building partner.
Machiegni kendo wadhi nyime ka chenro en mar machiegni pacho kama okelo weche go manyien matuch koni koda kocha. Weche mamoko en ni Senator e kaunti ma Nairobi Edwin Sifuna koro ni to wuok oko kendo yango ni oikore mar bedo koda twaka e kinde kwethnido mano mar Linda Mwananchi kaachiel koda moko kuom jokanyo mag ODM mabende koro nitie sirikal mar Broadbase. Kane oloso kod jofwambo chieng' makawuonendi oyango ni ponono sirikal oyie mar tayo tijene e yonindo moriere kendo yo makare. Koro ni to onyalo yie mondo mi onyal riwre kode to yango ni gie thuolo niendi kaka sirikal tayo chenro mage to en mano madhi ataro kora dwaro nindo mano mar kweth mar Linda Mwananchi.
The only way now is a physical brawl, and we are going to reject that invitation to a physical war. Let us sit down. Send your best debaters. Send them and let us debate the issues. Whoever it is you feel that, for instance, one of the things that we have said within ODM is that our brothers have never tried to persuade us why William Ruto deserves a second term. They have never tried. They are forcing us to accept a position without ever trying to persuade us. Let us have a debate between these characters who sing two terms and those of us who believe that William Ruto does not deserve an extra day in office. Let us have, you can host the debate wherever it is you want. Hey, let's go to Catholic University or the University of Nairobi. Point by point, tell us why that criminal who kills young people deserves to continue as President of the Republic of Kenya. Is that it? And allow us to also persuade you that we can actually build a country, a government that respects human rights, a government that respects the dignity of the people of Kenya, a government that does not have to kill anyone in order to perpetuate itself in power. We are ready for that debate. Are you prepared for that debate? Or have you decided that you are going with goons and that is the entire argument? So we want to condemn in the strongest terms what has happened, to Senator Osotsi. We are grateful that he is okay and that this afternoon he gets to go home to his family. But we want to say without any fear that the person responsible for these goons has been identified by the people of Kisumu, by the people of Western Kenya. He is the Interior PS, Raymond Omolo. We want that guy to be out of that office in the next 2 weeks, or else we will now be forced to take certain steps to ensure that he's out of that office.
Jadubura ma Kibwezi West Mwengi Mutuse koronito wokoko kendo yango mokum dongruoge maikore mar chwalo ne oganda mawuhi wingi kuma guma Kibwezi kono kano loso kod jofambo dichieng' maka uniendi oyango ni chiwo kata osechiwo omenda mokani romo shillings milion 75 mondo mi nyal tigodo e chenro nindo mano mar gero chenro nindo mano mar Mutitu Andei e rang'iny nindo mano manyasani kaka achiel kuom yore giko mar neno ni weche giko mago mag uchumi makono koronito inyalo ting' malo ka oriwo nyaka dongruoge makono.
Ni rais ambaye alilelewa katika umaskini, akalala njaa kama wengi wetu, akawa siku hakuna chakula, mama hana kitu ya kupika, akasema kwamba yeye anaelewa shida za umaskini, na ndiyo maana lazima asaidie watu wetu wakati huu kuna njaa wapate chakula. Hata tukifanya yale maendeleo mengine, tujenge barabara, tujenge masoko, lakini watu wakufe na njaa, itakuwa na maana kweli? Itakuwa na maana kweli? So rais akasema tukuje hapa. Vile ndugu yangu George Mwangangi amesema, juzi tulitembelea rais katika ikulu ya Nairobi. Huyu George Mwangangi ambaye anataka kuwa mbunge wa hapa ni kijana simba, ni kijana smart. Akaenda akaangalia rais kwa macho, akamwambia rais, hata kabla sijakuwa mbunge nataka nianze kuwakilisha watu wangu wa Kibwezi East. Akaeleza rais kwamba tangu Kenya iumbwe, tangu Kenya ipate uhuru, watu wa Kibwezi East hawana hata kilomita 1 ya barabara ya lami. Hawana hata kilomita 1 ya barabara ya lami. Na kila mwaka kura ikikuja tunachagua viongozi, kura ikikuja tunachagua viongozi. Imefika sasa kama miaka 62 tangu Kenya ipate uhuru, na watu wa Kibwezi East hawana hata kilomita 1 ya lami. Rais akamwambia George, nipatie barabara 1 kwa heshima yako na mapenzi ya Mwenyezi Mungu, tuwekee watu wa Kibwezi East. Wakati huu rais ni mimi, watu wa Kibwezi East waone lami. Huyu George Mwangangi, niseme nisiseme, akaambia rais kwamba barabara ya kutoka Machinery kupitia pale Masonga, kupitia pale Ndauni, kupitia pale Chumani, kuteremuka Makutano, kuingia kwangu Changinywa mpaka Beria. Hiyo barabara ndio inapita hapa Masongaleni, na watu wa Masongaleni wamesumbuka sana. Mara nyingi wanatukanwa, wanaambiwa hati ni watu wa msituni. Tukasema hapa tuweke barabara ya lami. Jana kama vile imetangazwa, imewekwa kwa gazeti, ndio tupate contractor, watu wa Masongaleni hata na wao wapate haki kama wale wa Kenya wengine. Nataka niwaulize nyinyi watu wa Masongaleni, mnataka tuweke barabara lami ama tusiweke barabara lami? Vile niseme nisiseme, na waziri atakuja hapa na atahakikisha. Tukasema kwamba mkienda sehemu zote za Kenya, pale kwangu Kibwezi tunajenga soko. Kina mama rais aliwaahidi kwamba akikuwa rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, wamama watapata heshima kama wanauza sukuma wiki, kama wanauza ndizi.
Radio Gadeka osekalo magonyeri bang' sa achiel manindo mar midhiambo. Ido mine magi kanyo e chenindi mano mar machiegni pacho. Kamane okilwech gi kuma nyen matuch koni koda kocha. Parne ido achiel kachiel yero gi kuma tudruok magwa manindo mar wang'u kat Kala TV live YouTube at Kala TV kachiel koda TikTok at Kala TV. Iro kamano hinya kuom kete onjo mar mihero kendo migeno mar Kala nyaka ne wachaki nyaka rwacho giko mar chenro ma kama. Oriti masani nyinga en Julian Ouma.